Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Everything Spice. My name is Tanya. Well, today I got everything here. Come and look. Got my crock pot and I'm preheating it on high, believe it or not. I got all my ingredients. What's she making today? Now remember, this is juggling. Now that's juggling, but we're juggling a lot today. I had juggling the other day in the show, but this is really juggling. Today, what I'm doing, the church is countries around the world, and I agreed to do Portuguese. Not that I'm an expert, mind you, but I do have a few on the show if you wanted to check them out. And I highly recommend you check them out. Today I'm doing crock pot cacoila. Cacoila. Now, this is very famous in this area, cacoila, and it's very delicious, mind you. So I have 3 onions. I have some garlic, bay leaves, onion powder I'm using. I also have garlic powder. I have parsley. I have red pepper flakes. And this is like the secret weapon of this, Portuguese allspice. And I've featured this before because I love it so much. I have olive oil, Portuguese olive oil with sunflower oil because sunflower oil is like the go-to oil for this particular recipe. And I have burgundy wine that I'm going to be using. So this is going to be quick because it's a crock pot meal and it's going to be set it and forget it, you know. So I have here a couple of, family packs of pork butt, southern style boneless ribs. I'm going to use those. And I also have some meat. So I'm going to use meat and pork. And that's what they use in this recipe. So let me cut up some onions. And the onions are really a simple thing to do. You just cut them up diagonally. Let me see if I can show you, get all of this out of the way and give you an idea what I'm talking about. Hang on, push this over here. Hopefully you can see this. I think you can now, right? Okay, I got my garbage bowl here. Cut it down the center, get rid of that. And I do this for chow mein as well. I do it for a few different types, like maybe sometimes stir fries. So here we go. Here's the onion. And I just cut it this way, okay? Not horizontal. Just like that. So it's chunkier pieces. And then I put it inside my preheated sprayed. I also sprayed the slow cooker so it doesn't stick. And I put that at the bottom. And that's all that I'm using as far as aromatics go. Well, garlic too. So it's garlic. I'm not using any type of peppers or anything like that. That's different meals. This is cacoila. Now you can make cacoila as spicy as you want it based on pepper flakes. So you can make it as spicy or as mild. Well, because I'm doing it for the church and I'm not sure how many people have like an aversion to spice, because you never know, they might be, there's older people at the church, a lot more older people than there are younger people, and that doesn't mean anything. People can be, you know, people can like spice at any age, but you're more apt to have issues with heat and spiciness when you're older than when you're younger. Not every instance. There's exceptions to every rule. Some people just have bum stomachs at a younger age too. So I am not stereotyping, thank you God, stereotyping a certain group of people, but it seems, you know, when you're older, you just don't, I like spice, but I'm not at that age where it really, you know, it can bother me because of my stomach surgery, you know, where I can't have super hot like I used to. I still like live on jalapenos, still love that stuff. So I don't do it as much because then you get the hot burn and who needs that? So, like I said, you can make this. This is a method, right? Cooking is a method. But this is the way they make it, this particular dish. So, take it as you wish. You can use it, leave it out. It certainly is interpretive. Will it be the actual dish? We've talked about this and debated this before. Doesn't have to be. I'm just giving you what I'm doing. You can revamp it to make it your own. All right, so I got the beef, and I'm not even going to cut it because this is going to break on up. I'm just throwing it in the pot. along with the 2 packages of pork. And I'm not cutting the pork up either. I'm just gonna shove it in there, set it and forget it. And believe it or not, because it's boneless, and I recommend boneless only because you're not having to fish out the bone afterwards, which can be a real pain in the drain. Trust me when I tell you, to have to do that is to fish that out. So I'm gonna put this in, and I'm making a lot because there's a lot of people, you know, a few people at the church, man, and they might want seconds. So I'm gonna put these packs in, and this is a really fast meal. And you could do this the day before. You know, a lot of these meals, when you think about it, you prep in advance, they taste better the next day. Especially my Portuguese foods. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna do fresh garlic. I might add fresh garlic afterwards. If you have only fresh garlic, or if all you have is the jarred kind or the shake kinds, then by all means just use that. Let me see, I gotta break this up. These are like frozen. And it doesn't matter if it's frozen because it's gonna cook down. That's the good thing about crock pot meals, is that it doesn't even matter. Let me wash my hands. I'm cooking pork. Any type of meat, you gotta wash your hands, my friends. Keep them clean. Your best utensils in the kitchen are your clean hands. Let's face it. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. It's go time. Onion goes in to the crock pot. Let me push this closer. Get rid of this. Clean the germies off later. Bring this forward so you can kind of see what I'm doing. All right. Onion powder. Hang on. All right, onion powder. Let's go. Then we have bay leaves. They do use bay leaves, and I'm using dried bay leaves. I never have used fresh bay leaves in my life, so I'm not sure if you want to use them, but I like to use them a little bit relatively whole. And I don't use a bunch of bay leaves. A couple will do, maybe 2 or 3. This you'll have to fish out afterwards. But at least you're not having to fish out everything. You know, like when you do bones. Oh man, that's such a pill to have to fish that out afterwards. All right, parsley. I'm not using fresh, I'm using dried. Because and when you use greenage in here, like fresh parsley, fresh cilantro, what can happen is it gets brown after a while. Now this, like I said, is interpretive. It's red pepper. Don't gotta use it. I'm gonna use it. Just a smidge. Come on, man. Wake them up. Gotta wake them up. Garlic. Now, this, well, I don't have to use regular garlic. I'm using, this is fresh garlic in a jar. So, a couple of zhuzhes of that. Interpretive. Use it once, use it twice, use it 3 times later. Okay, now we're gonna do my favorite. Smell it. Smell it. Can you smell it? Where's the camera? Smell it. It's so good. And look at all the spices in here. Everything spice is everything nice. And this is gonna make it nice. So I am gonna liberally sprinkle the whole bloody jar in. I'm gonna use another one because you wanna taste it. This stuff is just money. It's money. So I'm gonna use 2 of these jars. 2 jars of Portuguese allspice, and they weren't filled. So if you have the, well, these containers are small, man. You know. So if you, let me get it in there. I want every drop to go in there. This is like liquid that were like powdered gold. All right, so put that in 2 jars. Bada bing, bada bing. Now, some oil. And I'm using the one with sunflower. Give a zhuzh of that. And, of course, okay. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Stuff is amazing. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And glow, 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 glow. This is the only liquid that's going in here. And the great thing about, well, the great thing about crock pot cooking is you don't need a whole lot of liquid. Because once the cover goes on, this thing traps all the moisture that goes back onto the meat. That's what I love about crock pot cooking. All right, ready? That's it. Set it and forget it on high, 4 to 5 hours. We have cacoila, baby. So now I gotta head to the bakery to get the 2 dozen little breads that I need. I'll see you on the other side to reveal what this is gonna do for your kitchen. Stay tuned. Let's not forget the one thing that we need to do. is pepper. And I'm going to use pepper. I'm going to use all my pepper mills to show you what they're all about. These are like, crank this one. Pepper, pepper. I love pepper, man. I'm using all of my pepper mills here for this. Just to show you how much I love pepper. And I put a little bit of salt in there as well when you weren't looking. So I have salt and pepper, Portuguese allspice, parsley, garlic. What else? Onion powder. And I believe that's it. Boom, bay leaf, bay leaf. No, let's not forget bay leaf. Let me clean up my mess. Go get my rolls. All right, the thing I forgot to add, which I'm gonna add right now, is tomato sauce. Tomato sauce, baby. All right, and we're gonna put it in right now. And that is gonna help with the deliciousness of the dish. Plus, I'm going to, let me see here. What do I got to do here? Hang on. All right, here we go. So, I'm gonna break this up a bit. Oh, look at all that fat. Ooh, it's coming to the pot looking good. You don't have to worry about a lot of liquid because I'm telling you, look at that. Look at the liquid. It's like, yikes. Sizzle, sizzle, baby. All right, I'm gonna mix this just a bit. And the meat is already breaking down, right? It's been a few hours. Some more parsley, because I just lack the parsley. I got some garlic powder. I know I put garlic in, but I'm gonna add some garlic powder as well. I think the dried spices, oh, I don't know. Add a little something, something that you kind of have to have. I'm gonna put a little bit of paprika maybe in here. Let me see. Because I like the color of it. I like the color of pap. And it's also in the Portuguese allspice as well. And I might add a bit because I went to the store and I got some more Portuguese allspice. Mmm, yummy, yummy, yummy. I don't know. I love it. There's a lot of juice here, so I'm gonna add a little bit more Portuguese allspice to that because they weren't full containers. I know, I hate giving it up, man. I hate giving it up, but I'm gonna give it up. All right, so you have to have that tomato sauce in there. So now we have everything we need. I'm just pushing it down, and the juice is like incredible. Look at this. We didn't even add much juice. You've seen it. You see me. But look at all the juice in the few hours that it's been in this crock pot. Look how gorgeous that is. It's like mouth-watering deliciousness. Look at that. Spicy, delicious, but not too hot. I wouldn't say, because I didn't put a lot of heat in the street here, but look at how fabulous that is. After 4 or 5 hours, come in, it is going to be so, look at it, it's already falling apart. The pork, the beef, all of these delicious spices. Look at the sauce. Look at the sauce. Look at the sauce. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Where is it? It's right there, baby. I love it. I love it, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it because it's so good. This is cacoila, baby. And I went to the bakery. Yes, I did. And I got my Portuguese hot rolls because I am gonna make them on my show. And I did say it, and I mean it. I am gonna feature it, but not today. Not today. This is cacoila, baby, on everything spice. So join me on the other side when I make the big reveal of this fabulous pot of lusciousness. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, this is it. The big reveal. Look at this gorgeousness. Now, what I'm doing is breaking up the meat with my handy dandy, what is this called? What did I call it last time? I forgot. Mallet. Yes, that's it. Thank you. And we're breaking it up because the sauce is cooked down. Look how gorgeous, rich, and delicious this sauce looks after, I would say it's like 6 to 8 hours. I've been having this on high to break down all that meat. The steak meat, you know, the pork meat, richening the sauce. Look how dark the sauce is. The sauce looks so amazing. It's like so gorgeous. And I'm just going to keep breaking this up with the mallet just to make sure that it's the consistency of cacoila. which is basically like pulled pork consistency if you're looking for another reference. But the sauce, and the more you break this up, guess what? The sauce gets absorbed by the meat. And then I'm going to cool it down and then bring it to the church tomorrow, because they've canceled it due to weather. So tomorrow, after church services, I am going to show up with my cacoila and my Portuguese rolls, baby, because that's how it is. Now look at that. Look at how gorgeous, rich, and delicious that is. It's gonna be juicy and delicious. Served on bread, over rice, whatever. You know, even like, what about baked potatoes? Wouldn't that be delicious? This is my 120th video for Everything Spice. I cannot believe it. 6 months and change. And I have done 120 videos. I want to thank everybody for this wonderful opportunity, for liking, for subscribing, for joining me each week. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of this channel, and I'm so happy that you joined the Everything Spice movement. 120, let's go for 120 more. Have a wonderful Saturday, everybody. Thank you so much for your likes and subscribes. And if you're new, welcome. And if the spirit moves you, come and join us. I'd love to have you. See you next time. Be safe.